started real soon. How is everybody today? Tonight is Spirit-Led Mediumship. My name is Brittany and I'm a psychic medium. We'll be getting started here in the next like 10 minutes. Hello, Melissa. I am doing well. Come in, say hello. Hello, Arlene. Or do you pronounce it Arlene? How is everybody today? Anita, hello. I am good. How are you? Okay, Arlen. Hello, Haley. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Lacey. Perfect. So for those of you guys that are coming in, my name is Brittany and I'm a psychic medium, and tonight we're doing Spirit-Led Mediumship. Spirit-Led Mediumship is all about what Spirit wants tonight. I will do a total of 3 free readings, and it is all about who wants to come through. It's all about them tonight. So we'll get started here in about 10 minutes. We'll let people get on. While we're sitting waiting, does anybody have any questions while we wait? Hello, B. Hello, Stacy from the FYP. So how's everybody's week going so far? Abby, tonight everything is all about spirit. So when we do Spirit-Led Mediumship, it is literally like a funnel. If you were to picture like a funnel with a big group of people, and they just kind of funnel their way in, very organized, and whoever has those messages that they really want to get through, everybody is really polite in the spirit realm, so it's definitely something where they're just moving to get to the front. Kind of, Darlene. Especially when I make a night about them. They love Wednesdays. Haley, you were tired all night? Chilly in Indiana? I'm in southern Wisconsin, and it was actually a really pretty day today. April, I'm doing well. How are you, my love? Haley, did you rest after last night? Hello, Brittany. Welcome in. Yeah, I bet. That meditation it really does a lot of healing. Did you feel better today? Hello, Nat. So I was just listening to Lauren Dangle. Her song is Rescue. Hey, Rachel. Jess, hi. It's been a while since I saw you on. Haley, I'm glad. Jennifer, hello, sister. Hello, Shirley. Haley, do you think that you're going to be able to help tonight? Hello from Michigan. Ask Atlantis. Hey, how are you? Can you see if my gram has anything to tell me? I've been feeling like it lately. So tonight is all about spirit-led mediumship. So I am not doing any like one-on-one readings. It's all about what spirit wants. So what's going to happen here in the next few minutes is that I'm going to get started, and I will ask the first person that wanted to come through, and I will start giving out the evidence. And so it'll be if it's a male or female, kind of what age bracket that they were when they passed away. Some people give me their location, relationship. Some of them give me their favorite colors or the colors that they liked, or maybe it was a shirt that they were dressed in when they passed. And they'll give me a month, that kind of thing. And then you guys are going to take whatever resonates with you. So if after I get done speaking the evidence, you guys can take it 100%, then you would state that you can take it 100%. Let's see here. Haley, that's okay. I'll get... Hold on one second. Cheryl? Jen, can you text message Haley to ask her to come and get the iPad? Hello from the Midwest. I am too. I am good. Hello, Coffee. Hello, Vanessa. Hello, April. Hello, everybody. How is everybody tonight? Welcome, first timer. I still show you as a user right now. Will you ask Haley to come and get the iPad so she can help mod? Welcome, Vanessa. It's going to be somewhere in your settings you'll have to look for. Amber, hello. Give me just 1 second, guys. All right, guys. Let's see what I missed. All right, let me catch up a little bit. Hello, all the new people. Welcome in. I will explain it one more time in just a second. You've never watched a mediumship like this? This is going to be exciting. Thank you, Haley. I had like the best evening ever. So I went to my daughter's graduation tonight and it was amazing. All right. So for those of you guys that do not know me, my name is Brittany and I'm a psychic medium. I am very much heavily on ethics and evidence. So when I am doing spirit-led mediumship, I have already gone through a prepping process to make sure that only one individual comes through at a time. Thank you. so that only one individual comes through at a time, or maybe a couple comes in at a time. I've had couples come in, but usually it's one person, and I do a set of 3. So the way that this works is that if you were to picture in your head the spiritual realm, picture all these people and they're in this big kind of ballroom. And when I greet them, they kind of start to come towards the door like a funnel. And everybody is very polite. And they literally just they sway in and out, and they let the people through that really need to get their messages. I've had children as young as like 4 or 5 years old. I've had people all the way up into their 90s come through. It just kind of depends who needs those messages to come through. So the best thing that you can do is to sit here, make sure that you're sending love and gratitude, and then on just the interface aspect of it, the app, make sure that you're paying attention to the moderators. The moderators are going to be the ones that tell you when you should be posting those blue butterflies with the 100% sign, when you can take 100% of the evidence. They're going to be the ones that are going to tell you don't be posting personal information. Yes, they do. Hello, Tracy. So as an ethical medium, it is very important for me to make sure that I follow my ethics. So one of the biggest things is that all this information, we're going to ask you a bajillion times not to share your personal information. When you share your personal information, I get a lot of people in this group, and some of them are spammers, and they just sit on the outside and they gather your information, and then they reach out to you with fake accounts and try to get you to send them money, and they're spammers. So I want you to know that please do not put any of your personal information in the comments. And also, I will never message you for any sort of reading. My ethics run very strong in the fact that if you want a reading with me, then you have to come to me. You have to go to my link. You have to schedule. Otherwise, I will not contact you. I might browse TikTok and I might heart some videos and stuff, but it's never, ever in the intention to connect with anybody on this app. Welcome to all the new people. For those of you guys that are posting comments about like you're getting your senses, like you're having smells or tastes, you're seeing things, hearing things, the comments go really fast in this one, so I am not able to see like those development questions. So on Monday nights, I do a spiritual awakening conversation. So we do a Q&A on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that'll be the place for you to answer those questions or ask those questions. Otherwise, any of my spiritual awakening videos, you can ask as many questions as you need to about your development. Thank you. They're just a simple hoop. All right, mods. I know Jen is in here. Tracy's in here. Haley's in here. Is everybody ready? Hello, Julia. Do I have a peeping Tom? Well, it could be that in my curtain my kids pop up, but that's about it. I love hoop as well. All right, if all the mods are ready. So I can tell you guys already, before I even got started today, there was a female that came through. So this female is going to be a mother to somebody that's in here. She died 50s, between her 50s and 60s. She presents to me with like her hair. She actually shows me like her hair is brown with like a light wave to it. When she shows me herself, she actually shows me like in like almost like a scrub wear. Like she maybe is a nurse. The month of September is really important to her. This could be a passing, an anniversary, a birthday, something. She's also pointing out the month of February, that February is important to her. So remember, when they give months, this could be birthday, anniversary date. This can be passing date. She's also blinking the number 22 in my face, like blinking big red lights. Big red 22, 22, 22. I asked her what her what color she liked, what color that you would resonate with her. And she's like, I was like a pinky person. Remember, guys, don't be putting your personal information in the chat. We're trying to protect you. The moderators are in the chat. The reason why I do not do lives unless I have moderators is to make sure that you guys are protected. So the female that's coming through, she shows me that she was very sickly. She's like, if it's not one thing, it's another. She's showing me my visualization for the big C, for Cancer. When I say the word Cancer, she makes my brain feel really fuzzy. She was very out of it at the end of her life. So I have a female that's passed over. She's between the ages of 40 and 50 when she passed over. When I ask her relationship to the person that's here, she definitely identifies that she's somebody's mother in here. When I asked her about the colors that she liked, she said that her exact terminology was, I was a pinky person. The months of September and February are important to her, as along with the number 22 is important to her. These can be birthdays, anniversaries. When she presents to me as somebody with brown hair with like a light wave to it. It's not like a full curl, but it's like a wave. She also presents in scrubs. This woman could have been a nurse. She's showing me a lot of her standing at a bedside. She looks to be, she shows me like a hospital room, and she's standing at somebody's bedside taking, it looks like she's taking vitals. Her job was really important to her. When I ask her what she liked to do, she's showing me like a lot of books. She's showing me like romantic scenes. All right, I'm going to go over everything again. So I have a female that's coming through. She's between the ages of 50s and 60s. I'm leaning more towards 50s though. When I asked her about her relationship to the person here, she said that she's a mother to somebody in here. When I asked her about her color, she's like, definitely like, I'm a pinky person. That was her exact wording. The months of September and February important to her, as well as the number 22. She has brown hair, like a light wave to it. She presents to me in scrubs like she was a nurse. She even goes as far as showing me like different visualizations of her career, like standing at a bedside, taking vitals, and how important her job was to her. When she talks about her passing, she shows me that she was like really sickly in the end. She literally used the term, if it's not one thing, it's another. She felt like it was just like that continuous bang. She's showing me my sign for the big C for Cancer. And when I say Cancer, she kind of gives me the affirmation and she makes my brain really fuzzy. She was very out of it at the end of her life. So can anybody take this 100%? If you can take this 100%, I would like you to put 100% sign and that little beautiful blue butterfly, and let's see if she lights your name up. Okay, guys, if you can take this woman, if this woman is your mom, I need you to put a butterfly and 100% in. Eek. All right, I'm going to go over everything one more time. So this is a female between the ages of 50 and 60. Mel, I'm pretty positive that this is yours because okay. Everybody, let's hold our comments for Mel. I had seen a couple of Mel's posts and they were really lighting up to me. All right. Mel, you have a female in passing that passed between the ages of 50 and 60. Do you resonate with this? Do you have a mother in passing then? Okay. So do you resonate with her identifying as like when she said, it was really interesting because when I asked her what her favorite color was in her human life, she literally said, I'm a pinky person. Do you resonate with this? Okay. She died last month with a brain aneurysm from unknown causes. Do you resonate with that she was that she was a nurse in Scrubs? Okay. Do you resonate with her having brown hair? Like she shows me brown hair and that it had like a light wave to it. Everybody, please hold your comments. The comments are only allowed for Mel at this time. Everybody, please hold your comments. Mel, do you resonate with her being in Scrubs? Okay. Did she have brown hair and like a light wave to it? Okay. Did she kind of have that feeling like if it wasn't one thing, it was another when it comes to like her being sick towards the end? She literally used the comment, if it's not one thing, it's another. Okay. Did you resonate with the month of September and February? Yeah, she just kind of shows me like a light wave, but it was something that like identified her. It was really kind of interesting that that's what she doesn't like. make her actual facial features like really descriptive. It's more that she makes her hair descriptive. Okay. So as I'm trying to give these messages through, she's telling me to tell you to take a breath. She's like making me feel like right now you're in like run mode. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. She makes me feel that like because her passing was so sudden, it sent like you and your siblings, it sent you kind of in like a tailspin because you guys were so used to her being there. And being able to pick up the phone and have conversations with her and have that relationship, that when she passed, it was something that kind of like shocked you guys' system, and you guys had a really hard time with that. Mel, do you resonate with that? Okay. Yeah, because she's literally like repeating for me to tell you to take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, that she's around you. There was a lot of fears about the pain that she might have sustained in passing. It's something that you need to know, that she was not in pain. The process might have looked longer to you, but her passing away process was not that long. It was really quick. Do you resonate with that? Yeah. So one of the other worries that kind of came across that she's kind of trying to make sure that you know is that when she passed over, she wasn't alone. That was a fear of somebody in it was either your fear or somebody that was in like your sisters or something, that when she passed over that she was going to be alone, and that's not the case at all. She makes me feel like she's showing me kind of an older woman that was there for her and an older gentleman that was kind of waiting for her. Mel, do you resonate with that? Guys, please make sure that you're holding those comments. I know the people are just coming in. Please hold your comments. I'm in the middle of a reading. Okay. So, Mel, the reason why she needed to come through so strong is, first of all, because she passed away so like quick, and it was something that nobody could really wrap their head around. She came through because she wanted you guys to know that she was okay. She wanted to make sure that you guys know that she wasn't in pain. There is no pain, nor is she in any pain now. She also wants you, in particular, to make sure that you are taking time for yourself, taking time to grieve. I don't know if somebody's telling you that you should like be starting to move through your grief process faster, but that is not the case. Make sure that you're taking the time to grieve. If you need to go into the bathroom and excuse yourself, to have those minutes where you are saying, you know, like, I miss you, Mom, and you're crying, let it out. Feel your feelings, because all of your feelings are valid, and you need to make sure that you validate those feelings so that you can move through the grief process more easily. If you don't validate your feelings and you just power through them, and you don't really do those self-cares, then it's going to be more of a struggle as you move through the grief process, especially losing a parent like that. Do you resonate with that? Mel, remember that anything that you say that they can hear, you don't have to limit it to only talking through a medium. You can talk to them at any point in time, and it doesn't mean that you're crazy just because you say, Mom, I love you, or Mom, I miss you. So, Mel, I really appreciate you coming into the live tonight and allowing me to connect with your mom that's passed over. If you wanted a more personal reading, you are more than welcome to go into my bio and schedule with me. I do have appointments available. For those of you guys that have been commenting, I am so glad that you guys are here. I'm glad to see all the new faces. Welcome, welcome. My name is Brittany, and I am a psychic medium. I just finished a reading. Tonight is all about spirit-led mediumship. So these readings are free. So you are so welcome, Mel. So the way that this works is that everything is not paid here. I do a total of 3 readings during the spirit-led mediumship, and it is all about what spirit wants. So if spirit wants to come through tonight, then they'll come through. If you guys want to imagine that you're in the spirit realm and you are kind of in, like, you look out and you see all these people in the ballroom and just kind of picture like a funnel type situation. They literally just funnel in and they just kind of move to the front to whoever wants to come through. So there is in no way, shape, or form that you guys can like push somebody forward. This is all about what spirit wants tonight. So I will not be doing any readings that are one-on-one tonight. If you guys would like to schedule a one-on-one reading with me, you are more than welcome to. My link is in the bio. So a question came up, how do I help spirit to you? So the biggest thing is just to make sure that you're open to the messages and telling your loved one that you would like them to come forward. And then they kind of do the magic of what they're going to do. It's all kind of a natural process. Nobody's rude. Nobody is like pushing. Everybody just kind of, it literally looks almost like a wave. It's just a wave that comes through. Imagining that room made you super tired and heavy-eyed. Yeah, I bet. So tonight is all about spirit-led mediumship. Like I said before, if you guys want to schedule with me instead, you can do that as well. I do have openings. I just saw a comment. I drink out of 2 cups. I have 2 cups going. One is like really cold water and the other one is a soda. Can somebody that just passed away a week ago come through? Yes. I always have 2 cups going because I love to drink water, but then I love to have a soda, and I kind of limit how many sodas I have. So I kind of try to bounce between. I even have raspberries on my desk too in case I get hungry. If anybody is asking about my one-on-one readings, you can go to the link to be able to look for that. Jen, I didn't. I'm going to have to log. I don't see much of anything. I have everything pretty much shut down on my phone. Only in the morning I have coffee with me, but I'm a Starbucks gal. Jen, you're going to have to message me on Facebook. All right, guys. So for those of you guys that do not know me, my name is Brittany and I'm a psychic medium. Tonight I am doing spirit-led mediumship. So it's just like what it sounds. I do spirit-led. It's all about what spirit wants tonight. So I have 2 more readings that I'm going to be doing tonight that I'm going to start asking for whoever to come forward. When this happens, I need you guys to make sure I want you guys to make sure that you watch what you put in the comments. Please do not put any personal information in the comments. So, as part of being a medium, I am an ethical and evidential medium. So this means that I rely heavily on my ethics. If you guys are putting your personal information into the comments, then it's going to be that those spammers can make fake accounts and then message you and gyp you out of money. So please, 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 please do not put personal information into the comments. Make sure that you are saying words like loved ones instead of that person's name, because otherwise those scammers are going to create those accounts. They're going to message you and they're going to say, hey, such and such, I can connect with your dad, such and such, if you send me $20. So it is really super important that I set those rules. If you guys find messages that are supposedly coming from me, they are not coming from me. I will never, ever, ever message you, nor should any other medium or spiritual worker. We only should be working on the ethics that you, our clients, reach out to us to be able to have a reading. I will never message you. I will never ask you if you want a reading. I can say when I get done with my spirit-led mediumship, I always say that there is openings available if you would like to schedule a private reading. That is completely up to you. So let's keep these comments nice and clean. Let's make sure that we're not putting our loved ones' names, no personal information in there. Please make sure that you are following the mods. The mods are in here to protect you. So if they mute you, make sure that you're paying attention to what you put into the comments. They're muting you guys for a reason. It's not to be mean. All of my mods are the best people in the whole wide world. One of them is my sister, and she's the sweetest thing ever. So Tracy's in here. Haley's in here. All of them are in here, and they're all amazing people. So let's make sure that we're minding them so that then we can get the best messages out, and then messages don't get kind of mumble jumbled. So when I'm doing these readings, I'm going to be stating the evidence that they are telling me, and I'm going to be repeating it back to you guys. When you do that, then you're going to pay attention, and when you can resonate with all of the evidence, then you put into the comments 100% butterfly. And the butterfly is just a little emoji in your phone that you can put in, or you can type out blue butterfly. When I am in the middle of a reading and I've connected with the person that is supposed to be connected with, please make sure that you mind that person, because if it was your reading, you'd want to make sure that you got the best communication with me as possible. So when you see a bunch of information flying through and you're like, I can't even get my comment out, it can be frustrating to you as the client. So make sure that you're respecting others in that aspect as well. The last thing is that let's make sure that especially when we're doing readings, some of these readings can be like they can be young people. So when I have a young person that comes through, I will specifically ask you guys to make sure that you're respecting this person, because if a little person comes through, then we want to make sure that I can give them the energy that they need to be able to deliver those messages. Does everybody understand everything? So blue butterflies are in your emojis. And if you have a hard time doing the blue butterfly, you can use the word blue butterfly and 100%. There's a lot of people in here tonight. All right, I'm going to get started again. I'm actually going to take another drink and then I'm going to get started. There we go. Beautiful butterflies. All right, my mods, my beautiful people, you guys ready? Thank you so much for all of you guys that do it. I appreciate you. All right. So I have a mail coming through. He's going to be in his 60s when he passed. When he comes through, he's showing me like lots of greens. It doesn't have to be like a deep green, but there's lots of greens that are attached that he shows. Lots and lots of greens. The month of July and September are important to him. These can be anniversary dates, passing dates, birth dates. The number 25 has a significant meaning to it. When I asked him like what he did in his lifetime, he shows me like a lot of suit and tie. He shows me like he's more of a businessman. This man traveled. He's showing me like airports, airplanes, different countries. He had like a very outgoing personality. It helped him in his career. He was in a career where he had to make sure that he was like well spoken. Lots of like talking in front of people, presenting ideas. When I ask him about his family, he gives me like mixed numbers. I asked like how many kids that he has, and he's like bouncing between 3 and 4. This could be that he has 3 living children and 1 passing, and that's the reason why he's going back and forth. So once again, guys, I have a male that's coming through that passed away in his 60s. The color green is really important to him, as well as the month of July and September. The number 25 is significantly important to him. The way that he presented it to me was very, very bold, big letters, like big 2-5, big 2-5s. He had a very outgoing personality that literally like it kind of evolved him because he had that outgoing personality. It really helped him in his career, and it really helped him launch his career. He was a well-spoken man. He was like, he literally shows me like him in the suit and tie, and he's like presenting. He shows me he's presenting to people. Like suit tie is something that's normal to him, like business. He reminds me like it would be like a businessman, something like that. he traveled a lot. He shows me like a lot of airports, airplanes, like coming in and out. Lots of different countries. Like he's literally showing me like bits and pieces of different countries. When he talks about his kids, he's like, he keeps going back and forth between the 3 and the 4, 3 and the 4. This is going to be that this is somebody's father in here. This is going to be a passing that was this passing was really hard. It was something that you like watched him deteriorate. In the end of his life, he didn't have much of a human life. Lots of, he doesn't make me feel that this gentleman passed in a hospital or a hospital setting. Lots of like, it was kind of like, he makes me feel like it was like a 6-month journey. He's showing me like 6 months. It was 6 months where he was still like on the go. And then in that 6 months, he went to not being able to hardly do anything. He had to have, people were taking care of him. His family was taking care of him. All right, so I'm going to go over this one more time, and then we're going to see who I connect with. So this is going to be a male that's passed over. He passed away in his 60s. When I ask him about his colors that he liked, he shows me like a lot of greens, a lot of greens. This is going to be a father to somebody that's in this group. The month of July, September are important, as well as the number 25. He had a very outgoing personality. It helped him in his career as he went. His career was really important to him. He was very well spoken. He showed me like presenting ideas, suit and tie, businessman type apparel. He traveled with like showing me airports and airplanes in different countries. When he talks about his kids, he talks about 3, but 4. He's still in that teetering. So it makes me feel like it was like a 3 and a 4. So maybe it was like the 4th is a step, or that the 4th, in any of it, the 4th child would be like, maybe it was a miscarriage or something happened to the child. This passing was really hard. You guys as a family watched him deteriorate. In the end of his life, he didn't have like much left. He passed in like a hospital or a hospital setting. It doesn't seem, the pictures that he shows me are not like very homey. In the end of his life, it was like a 6-month process. And in the end of his life, it was like a lot of people were taking care of him to do the simple things in life. This gentleman, when he passed and left a widow. He's showing me a woman standing at his bedside, and she has a significant meaning. All right, guys, if you guys can take this 100%, I want you guys to put the blue butterfly or write the word blue butterfly and put those 100% signs in there. Beth, Beth, this is your dad. Yeah, Beth. All right, everybody, can you please hold your comments for Beth so that we can go back and forth with her? Beth, try to not put any names because we don't want you to get spammed. So, Beth, do you resonate with the male that's passed over, that passed in his 60s? This would be a father figure to you? Okay. So, do you resonate with the greens and how he's showing me? He's showing me greens like in multiple like different colors. Like it wasn't just like one shade of green. He literally like it was almost like a rainbow of greens that he showed me when he taught or when he spoke about the colors that he liked. Okay. So then the month of July and September, do you resonate with those months? Yes, you can. Just don't use his name. That's awesome. That's amazing. Tracy, you're going to be the only one in here. So the other thing, sorry guys. So do you resonate with the number 25 and him having that outgoing personality? Okay. So that makes sense because he just keeps telling me, like, he kept showing me like he was presenting, and he reminded me of my dad. Like, he really does remind me of my dad. Like, he's like suit, tie, really professional, well spoken, like really having like his stuff together. That's why it was really interesting. Okay. So it makes sense to you when he's talking about traveling and in and out of airports, that kind of thing. Yeah, that's amazing. So then, do you resonate with the whole kids situation? Because it's really funny because he still keeps bouncing back and forth between the 3, 4. Do you resonate with that? 3 and 4 kids. What do you mean? Oh, I see. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense because he was really confusing me because I was like, you can't have 3 and 4. How does that work? So then now when it comes to his passing, he talks a lot about deteriorating and he literally is like showing me a flip book from like a 6-month mark and it kind of like floats through the 6 months. So it's literally like showing me like he's walking and then he is getting a little bit slower and then he's in a bed and then he's in a wheelchair. Like, does that make sense to you? Okay. So yeah, he talked a lot about like his deteriorating. He's giving like a lot of pictures of that deterioration and people taking care of him more and just went, yeah. Yeah, he makes me feel like it wasn't that it was more painful to see than it was for him to experience, if that makes sense to you. Yeah. He just makes me feel like it was very degenerative. Yeah. Like he had fought. Do you resonate with him leaving a widow behind? Maybe that's why that was brought up at the very last minute. So, Beth, you know, throughout all my readings, it kind of has like that same kind of filter where there are I'm so sorry. I have one of those too. Hello, April. So, Beth, the reason why, so he's coming through because he keeps showing me like you have like these regrets about the things that are going on. So, or like the things that have happened, like not being there. He's showing me like a distance between you guys and that it really affected you because you weren't there. And he needs you to know that it's okay that you weren't there, that It's not like you could have done anything to change the situation. Do you resonate with that? Does that make sense? Yeah, he shows me like so there's a lot of like it's kind of he shows a lot of disconnect between the two, but he wants you to know that no matter what happens and no matter what happened, that he still loves you unconditionally. That just because there was a separation, there you weren't there when he passed, don't feel guilty about not being there, because it's okay, because wants you to remember him like that anyways. He wasn't in his prime. He wasn't in a position where it would have been something productive. It would have left you with more of the visualizations of him being in that situation. Does that make sense? Okay. So he wants me to make sure that you know how much that he loves and cares about you, and that he's with you all the time, trying to help you, trying to guide you. So make sure that you are paying attention to those signs that come through. So he's been sending you synchronicities. Have you been seeing like multiple numbers in a row lately, or something to that factor? So it's interesting because he talks about showing you signs, but he's like showing me different numbers in multiples. So he really wants you to pay attention to numbers, which makes sense because he was a sales guy. So he's very big into numbers. So be watching those numbers come out. When you see those synchronicities, like even if you see like the number that corresponds with him, like the number 25, that was an important number to him. And he said it very loud, and he showed it very loud. If you see numbers like 111, 222, 2333, those kind of things, know that that's him like saying hello. Yes, that is a perfect example. So, Beth, I'm so grateful for you to come on to the live and to allow me to connect with your loved one. Um, yeah. If you would like a more personal reading, I do have spots available in my schedule, so that is a link in my bio. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that I was able to help you. Guys, I'm going to just take a minute before I do the last one. So these readings are at random. It's what Spirit wants. None of the readings tonight are paid for. It's considered spirit-led mediumship. I do not choose it. They literally come in at random. Good evening, good evening. Welcome from the For You page. Hello to everybody new that's came in. My name is Brittany and I'm a psychic medium. Tonight I'm doing spirit-led mediumship and I'm getting ready to do the last one. So the readings tonight are all spirit-led. If you would like to book with me, you can. The link is in the bio. Tonight is all about spirit-led, so it's all about what spirit wants. I do these every week, and I do these every week for people so that the messages that need to come through come through. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Kathy. I will not be doing private readings tonight. Tracy, are you okay? Welcome to all the new people. My name is Brittany and I'm a psychic medium. I'm just taking a minute in between my next reading. Some of the frequently asked questions that I get is that, are my loved ones safe? Yes, they're safe. They're in a beautiful place. When I prepare for spirit-led mediumship, and I go to the spirit realm, it's like a huge ballroom and all of them are happy and having a good time. Hello from Miami. Thank you. I'm not doing any individualized messages. I'm not doing any paid readings tonight. This is strictly what spirit wants and who comes through. Welcome from Utah. Jessica, I think my grandmother has been trying to tell me something lately. The easiest way to be able to kind of tap into the messages that are being sent to you is to go into a meditation and really connect in your meditation. So I always suggest my grounding meditation that's in my link. And then kind of sit there for a few minutes afterwards and really take in your surroundings and see what messages that you get. Welcome to the first timers here. Hello from Illinois. I am just north of you. Do spirits get scared when crossing over? No. They do not get scared. It's probably one of the most beautiful things. Every past loved one, including my own, that has told me about the passing over, everything is super beautiful, super calm, super tranquil. It's just kind of one of those things where they drift off and then they're in their soul form. Like a guided meditation. Yeah. So I actually have a guided grounding meditation that you could do on my YT. It's in the bio. So you could check that out and try to do it a couple of days in a row. Take that 7 minutes and really try to connect with yourself and then see what messages come through. Make sure that you're paying attention, to the little signs, not just the big signs. So we're talking about souls that are trying to reach you. So you need to make sure that you're paying attention to the little things that happen in life. This could be that you two resonated with a butterfly, and all of a sudden a butterfly appears in something that you wouldn't have even thought about. Anita, I just talked to my husband about this the other day, about being so scared of death. So I've done hundreds of readings, and in all my readings, every single one of them has been something that has been amazing. It's been something that is an easy transition. There's really nothing to be afraid of. So before I started my spiritual awakening, I was terrified of death, and I was terrified of anybody else passing away. And so once I got into my spiritual awakening and I really started looking into what my values were and what my beliefs are, I really kind of started to weed out everything, and those fears started to kind of break apart. Did you, Rachel? Butterflies are my thing. It's so hard being. Yeah, if they would have suffered in their passing, they'd tell me. But I haven't had anybody tell me that the actual passing itself was suffering. And so the misconstrued thing about passing is that pain that we as humans see is something that goes through in their passing. But realistically, when in the cases that I have seen, the hundreds of readings that I've done, it's all came out that there is no pain in passing. They're actually standing above their body, and you're only viewing what you see, that their human form is in pain. Them themselves are not in pain at all. There is no suffering. Sober girl, my spiritual awakening has been brutal. It's not sun and rainbows for me. Believe me, sober girl, it has not been sun and rainbows for me either. I didn't start having a really clear view of everything until I was a couple years in. I went into, have you ever heard of the term the dark night of the soul, which is like this rough term for spiritual awakening? That's kind of how deep I went when I started my spiritual awakening. But sober girl, you are more than welcome to come on Monday nights when I have my spiritual awakening talk, and we talk all about spiritual awakenings. Any questions that anybody has, we talk all about it. So, yeah, today is Tuesday. The reason why I'm on today instead of tomorrow is because I needed to be able to have mods, and the mod needed me to be on today. All right, guys. Tracy, are you ready for me to do this last reading? Do. Okay, so guys, I'm going to go through my spiel again. My name is Brittany and I'm a psychic medium. I am doing spirit-led mediumship tonight, which means that it is all at random. It's whoever's loved one comes through. Nobody can pay something to get it. This is all about what spirit wants. So before I start, I always kind of start before my live starts. And it's all about like just connecting with the spirit world and making sure that they kind of formulate this path so that one person can come through at a time. I set my boundaries and I'm only doing 3 readings in the evening. And then we just kind of go from there. If you guys we're in the 3rd reading, you guys haven't gotten readings and you want to do a reading, you can always schedule with me in my bio. Please make sure that you guys are respectful. Please make sure to pay attention to the mod. So when the mod is asking you guys to hold your comments, please make sure that you hold your comments. Also, please make sure that you guys are not giving your personal information out. I am an evidential ethics medium, which means that I rely heavily on my ethics. So I do not want anybody to be scammed at all. So if you put your personal information, those scammers that are sitting on the outside, they're going to grab that information. They're going to send you messages. They might create fake profiles of mine. And so it'll make it so that they'll like message you. So the big thing that you need to know about me is that I will never message you for a reading. You have to come to me. And as weird as that sounds coming out, it's really important that you guys come to me to be my client. I will never ever message you for anything, for any reason. You guys have to message me if you guys are interested in my services. So I'm going to start this reading. Please make sure that we're not putting in any personal information. And please make sure that you're holding comments. Make sure that you're watching the moderator. She is the only one in here right now. Thanks, Court. I appreciate you. Court, did you see the chat? Is that how you came in? Okay. Just follow Tracy's lead. So there is a female that's coming forward. When I ask her when she passed away in her human life, she's showing me 20s. 20s are a big thing for her. So the color blue is of a significance to her. When I asked her about her favorite color, she was showing me it's like a lighter blue and a deep blue. When I ask her about the months that are important to her, she really highlights the month of October as a month of really big importance. This could be her birth month, her anniversary month, her passing month. The number 27 is also of importance, as well as the month of January. This woman was very young to pass away. Her passing was unexpected. She's giving me the symbol for an accident. She's showing me that she hit her head. And this accident ultimately caused her the ending of her life. She was one of those girls that had lots of friends, loved to hang out. She's showing me like beaches, sand, water. In high school, she's showing me her body with like a cheer uniform. She shows me like her graduation was a big thing from high school. And then she's showing me like post, like college stuff, like college textbooks. Like she's showing me my visualization for college, which is a big classroom with like the like tall seating going up, almost like you're in an arena, but you're in like a classroom. When she passed, she was not alone. She was in the vehicle with somebody. So I have a female that came through. She is in her 20s when she passed. The color blue is important to her. Like she shows me like a couple of different shades. The month of October and the month of January means something to her, as well as the number 27. She's pretty particular in the fact that she is the daughter of somebody in here. She's very confident in her words when she speaks. She had lots of friends. She loved to hang out. She shows me like a lot of beaches, a lot of water. When I ask her about her life, she shows me like that. She shows me literally her in a cheer uniform in high school. And like that was something that was really important to her. Her high school graduation was another thing that was really important to the family. She also shows me like different things for college. So like if she was in college or she went to college, lots of like textbooks. She's showing me my symbol for college, which is like kind of like a galley classroom, with a professor like at the front of it. When I ask her about like herself, I'm trying to get her to kind of show me more about herself. She shows like that she's a really petite gal. She's showing me like a blondish colored hair. If there's anybody that can take this 100%, would you please put blue butterflies and the 100% sign? So recap, this is a female that's passed over in her 20s. She is very particular in the fact that she is the daughter of somebody in this room. Her colors are going to be, she loved blues. She shows me lots of different colored blues. Now, when you guys are thinking about the colored blues, this could mean that her eyes were blue. This could mean that her uniform in high school had blue on it. It can be it's something of importance. The month of October and the month of January were important to her. The number 27 was very important to her. She had lots of friends. She loved to hang out. She's showing like beaches, water. She was a very confident person. When I ask her about high school, she shows like a cheer uniform, and that this was like really important. She highlights it in multiple ways. Like she highlights a picture of like high school in a cheer, like almost like it's at a football game or something. The graduation from high school was very important. And then she's showing me like college, like if either she was going to college or she had been in college, something to this factor, like one of the two. It's either because she's showing me like college textbooks, and she's showing me like a classroom. So one of the two, either she was going to college or she had been in college, something like that. She was a very petite girl. She keeps showing me like this blondish colored hair, but it almost makes me, when I look at it, it almost makes me think that maybe it was a blonde, but maybe it was like a brunette, like a light brunette. This gal passed away unexpectedly. It was very unexpectedly, very, very young. She was in an accident. She shows me that she hit her head. Like she literally shows me she hit her head. She shows me what somebody would have seen that was on the scene of the accident. And this ultimately took her life. She keeps like showing me that in the accident, she wasn't alone. Like there was another person in the vehicle with her in this accident. And that's something of significance. Is there anybody that can take this 100%? The way that she's describing it to me, she was in the vehicle with somebody else. B. Hansen, can you take this 100%? B. Hansen, were you like a mother figure to her? Was it something like you would consider her your daughter? B. Hanson, let's see if we can get it figured out why she's saying daughter. So everybody, let's hold the comments for V. Hanson. So you resonated with the female that's passed over. Mills, no. This gal is very young. She presents very young. This is definitely a young woman that passed away in her 20s. She looks like she's in her 20s. Did you resonate with the color blue for her? Okay, that makes sense. So, did you also resonate with the month of October and the month of January? And the number 27? Did like the cheerleading it mean a lot to her? Did you resonate with that part? Okay. That makes sense. Was she like, she keeps showing me like she was almost like college bound. Does that make sense to you? She shows me like a lot of college things. So it was either like she was college bound or she was in college. Okay. That makes sense then. So then the accident was a very or her passing was an unexpected one. The accident, do you resonate with her being with somebody in the vehicle? Like there, it wasn't just her in the vehicle, it was somebody else in the vehicle in this accident. Do you resonate with that? That makes sense to me. Do you have a child that was close to her? Do you have a daughter that was close to her? I'm trying to figure out where this daughter thing is coming from. So, was she a petite, or do you resonate with her being a petite girl and she had like blondish hair? Okay. It's a big thing for you guys to know that she didn't suffer. She shows like that a lot of people are worried about her passing and her suffering in her passing, but that's definitely not the case. She describes it as like she felt the motions of the accident, but that her passing, she left her body so quick that she didn't feel the pain of the accident. Does that make sense to you? She like this is something that was concentrated on like a lot. It literally is something that she's like really going back and forth with and re-explaining. Because when she presents to me, when she presents with when we ask about the accident, when she presents to me, her face is really like it's really torn up. And so it makes people feel like she was in a lot of pain in her passing, but that wasn't the case at all. It was the complete opposite. She says that it was a very, her term is loving passing. It's something that was very like carefree. That's the first time that I've heard it be called loving and carefree. She's showing me that there is a grandparent that really was there to like welcome her. And that she was really excited to see the person. She's talking about like, do you resonate with like in her passing, she's like showing me that there's a boyfriend, somebody that was there for her. Do you resonate with the boyfriend? She keeps showing me this boyfriend. Yeah, that makes sense. So the reason why she's coming through today is that she really wants you to make sure that you relay that message that she is okay, and that her passing was very tragic, but that in her or in the tragedy that everything was okay with her. It's something that she says that the person that was in the vehicle is going to have to live with this for the rest of their lives. Like it's kind of one of those karmic things that they're going to have to live with the rest of their lives. She makes me feel like it was a guy. She's like literally showing me like a guy perspective, like a guy was in the car with her. So make sure that you guys know that this is, she's just trying to make sure, she's trying to connect to make sure that you guys know that she's okay. Everything that happened for a reason. As much as in our human minds, we just don't understand why in the world this could happen to somebody so young. It's just truly a tragedy. B. Hanson, thank you so much for coming into my live and allowing me to read this amazing lady. It's very sad that she passed away the way that she did. I hope that this gives you some closure and her family. If you wanted to schedule a more personal reading with me, you're more than welcome to. I have appointments available. Yes, sending so much love to you. So everybody, that was the last reading for tonight. If you would like to schedule with me, you can go into my bio and find all of that information. Sweet dreams, sober girl. For those of you guys that are on your spiritual awakening and you guys were posting questions about your spiritual awakening, or things that you're going through, I do spiritual awakening Q&As on Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Otherwise, I will be live again next week, Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. This Spirit-Led Mediumship was originally on Wednesday nights, but we had some scheduling that we had to change it to Tuesday nights. So if you guys would like to come back next week, you guys are more than welcome to come back and see if your loved one comes through. If you guys would like to schedule, you're more than welcome to do that as well. Please know that I am so grateful for all of the family members that came through tonight and all of your love and support with this. I'm so glad that you were able to stumble upon this live. To the moderators, thank you so much for coming in. Courtney, thank you for coming in at the last minute. You are so welcome, Beth. I hope you guys have an amazing night, an amazing weekend. If you guys are going through those grief, if you're going through grief and you're looking for guidance on grief, make sure that you check out my TikToks. Make sure that you're liking and following for all the updated information when it comes to my lives. If you guys register for the lives, I do have the ones for next week up. You'll get notifications the minute that I go live next week. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, a wonderful weekend. I hope it's beautiful by you. And everybody get outside and have some sun. Enjoy your day. Have a good night.